The New England Patriots just decided on this move. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. This is Sports Talk Patriots on the daily, pushing out content to people just like you who love Patriots football. So do me a favor before we get started, hit that like button, find wherever the heck that subscribe button is, hit that subscribe button, and then that little notification bell. I truly appreciate it. So today what we're going to be talking about, some switching up at wide receiver, some names you haven't heard in a while, some surprises. We're going to get into that as well. We're going to talk about possible injury that could be really devastating for the Patriots. And it's Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, so you know we're going to be talking Vegas odds heading into the game tomorrow in Foxborough against the Jets. So let's jump into it. First things first, wide receiver. The wide receiver position has been very interesting this year. Honestly, going into the year, I thought it would be more of a power position, especially from two players, Jalen Polk and Javon Baker. And it has been the absolute opposite. There we go, Aaron. It's been the opposite for those two. Now we see Polk on the injured list, Baker as well, not going to be playing. So the question is, what do they, first of all, need to do to get back into playing? Again, I honestly don't think Polk's injured. I think it's more of a, hey, let's let him mentally rest and figure some things out. And Javon Baker as well, someone who prides himself for strong hands, can catch the ball at the high point, all these different things. Hasn't even done anything this year. So pushing that aside and looking at these new wide receivers stepping in, sorry, not new, but wide receivers that we haven't heard of in a while. So one of those being Tyquan Thornton, a name that a lot of people thought, hey, might not even, much like Kayshon Boutte, much like him, people weren't sure, are they going to make the roster? How's that going to look? We know that Thornton, he has struggled the past seasons, even making the active roster going into the start of the season because he was always on the IR. Now, he has a lot of talent. We know that. We've seen that. He has that potential. But the question is, can he prove that? So, again, I think he would be a great step, a great kind of apprentice to Kendrick Bourne, kind of stepping into that role. We know Kendrick Bourne, 29 years old, getting a little older. Also, there's trade rumors with him, especially with the 49ers where he played, and they're having some attrition when it comes to the wide receiver position. So, again, we look at the wide receivers going into this game tomorrow. We got Osborne, Thornton, Boutte, Douglas, and Kendrick Bourne. Now, I think this lineup right here has a ton of potential. Again, you look at Douglas and Boutte and Thornton, a bunch of young talent, especially with Pop, has proven himself. I think Boutte is on that upward trend. And the big question is going to be, what is Thornton going to do? I believe he's had a couple targets this year. He's had a couple things. I believe he's been sidelined because of Polk and possibly, I believe it was a small nagging injury. But again, he has this opportunity right here with Drake May. Previous games, obviously, throwing to him was Jacoby Brissett, and we know how that went. So the big question is, how are they going to look? How's it going to be for this wide receiver crew going into this game against the Jets? Comment below. Are you feeling positive about it? You feeling negative? What are your thoughts? Again, I'm very high on Pop. Obviously, I think he has the potential to be a Pro Bowler. Kayshon Boutte, I think he has a lot of potential as well. He's shown that catching that first big passing touchdown from Drake May. And Thornton, he's just, as a second-round pick, coming into the Patriots organization, a lot of people have been very high on him, but the question is, can you stay healthy, and can you play, and can you put out numbers? So, again, comment below. Tell me what you guys think when it comes to that. Next, Kyle Duggar, possibility he is questionable for the game against the Jets tomorrow. Apparently it is an ankle issue. Now, questionable doesn't mean obviously out, which is not a bad thing. Questionable, it could go either way. A lot of people say flip of the coin. But again, a lot of times when they're like, you're going to be out, it's they put that immediately. So again, we'll see what happens with him, but I think you look at the safety position as well. Jabril Peppers in that whole legal situation that's just ugly and awful. Mapu is finally back, which is good. The big question would become is if Duggar is out, you have Hawkins, yes, but then do you see Schooler out there as well a little bit too? Who knows? But again, this defense that at once was like, man, they could be one of the best in the league, to wow, a lot of people have gotten hurt, and this has gone downhill really quick. So, again, I think they still have their shining moments at times, but yeah, losing Duggar would be huge, but I think he will play tomorrow. We will see more on that later. Now we get into my favorite part of Saturday episodes, and we are talking odds, Vegas odds going into the game in Foxborough. The New York Jets, the New England Patriots, the Jets money line. That basically means picking them straight up, minus 325, meaning I have to bet $325 since it's minus to win $100. On the flip side, plus 260. If I bet $100, I win $260, including the $100 back. That is on both of them, obviously, of course. The spread, -7. This is an interesting one because a lot of times you see that 0.5. So I'm surprised it's not like a 6.5. But again, Vegas, they have been hitting it on the nose. There we go. Boom. Jeez, I'm struggling this Saturday. Hitting it on the nose. We look down here. The Patriots have gone 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games. And meaning they have not covered the spread. They have done they have done awful. The Jets' last 5 games against the Patriots have stayed under the total. Interesting total is 41. As well, the Patriots are 1-5-1 against the spread and 4-3 to the over in 2024. So, it's interesting. You look at Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had a good game against the Patriots that first time around. But if you look, he has 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. And so we will see how that goes. Had a rough go against the Steelers last week. So he's probably licking his lips, hoping he can get some payback and get back on track. Again, older, but we will see. Drake May will be starting his 3rd game. And I think he's impressed. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how it works. Now, I'm going to jump into what I believe to be some of the biggest keys in the game. First, biggest key is going to be defensively in the secondary. If they get shredded again by Garrett Wilson, now they have Devontae Adams. They literally this is the New York Jets. Hear me out. Close your eyes. Here's my picture I'm going to paint. It's like you're on the Titanic. And you have all this hope, and you have all this excitement and all this stuff going into the season. And then all of a sudden, you start seeing a field of icebergs, and you hit an iceberg, and water starts coming in, and you're like, our dreams are failing. And the captain, Robert Saleh, he doesn't stay with the boat. He literally jumps out of the boat. He's gone. He's toast. And so then they start saying, we just need to start making desperation heaves. So they are throwing out everything they got, life rafts, whatever it might be, to try to get something to work. And here's the deal for the Jets. It's probably not going to work. Could they beat the Patriots? Absolutely. They've already beat the Patriots, but they're not going to make the playoffs. They will not make the playoffs. Comment below, Jets making the playoffs? No, probably not. But anyways, key to the game, secondary, playing a game where they can at least slow down this passing and rushing attack, because last time they just tore that defense to shreds. We remember the past 2 games, the Jaguars and the Texans. I don't think the defense has looked as great as I thought it should be. They need to step up this game. If they can't step up, this is absolute loss. It will be a L in the loss column. It will be a loss in the loss. Whatever. Aaron, what the heck? Sorry, it's the weekend, guys. Whatever. As well. Offensively, they got to get the ball moving. They got to convert 3rd downs, and they got to be throwing downfield. In my most important thing, especially with this AVP offense, is they have to get the run going. Got to get the run going. I do love against the Jaguars, if you noticed, AVP started that game where they were throwing the ball. They were getting the ball downfield. That first drive was exciting. Sprinkle in some more runs. And let them commit to defending the run, play action, boom, let Drake May do his thing. He can scramble enough if pressure's coming off the play action. So I think those are some of the big keys. Some predictions I have. First and foremost, I think Drake May, 2 passing touchdowns, possibly a rushing touchdown. I'm going to say it, rushing touchdown. Stevenson's going to be 75 yards plus on the ground. Pop and Thornton both receiving touchdowns, and I think Aaron Rodgers will throw a pick in the red zone, which will be pivotal for the New England Patriots to win. My projected final score, Patriots win 27-24. 27-24. Again, the total was 41 points. So technically I'm over by 10. But again, I think the Patriots have moved the ball more. I think it will be a more exciting game. They just got to be consistent. Be consistent. Comment below. What do you guys think? Give me some of your predictions. What are your thoughts, hopes, dreams, whatever they may be? I'm here to listen. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. We'll talk later. Post-game video coming after. We'll talk later. Peace.